Yo, what is going on everyone? GuidingLight here, and in this one I want to talk to you guys about tomorrow's update version 10.40 and a bunch of major changes that Epic Games is actually going to be making to Fortnite. So this actually looks like a pretty positive change. Before we get into anything, this actually looks like a pretty great update, and for the first time in a few weeks I'm pretty excited to actually get on and see what this is going to do for the game. So if you guys haven't checked out my video about what's going to be coming in Season 11, definitely check out that video from yesterday. It's pretty interesting, and I still want to know what your guys' opinion is on the changes that are going to be coming in Season 11. But tomorrow, we're going to be getting some pretty awesome changes that come with aim assist and even with controller settings as well. So this is going to be a pretty major update. I'm going to get into everything that's already known, and then at the end of the video, we'll get into some leaks, because I do think there's even a new location which might be added, so definitely stay around for that. But getting into this, guys, the first major change that will be getting made is actually to the controller settings into aim assist. Now this is a pretty major setting that people have been wanting changed for quite a long time. And before we even get into this, guys, let me tell you that right away that they are removing the L2 spam. Now in my opinion, I'm pretty glad that they're getting rid of this L2 spam. I personally use a controller, and I'm actually still glad that they're getting rid of this L2 spam system, because I felt it was really irritating when trying to aim, and it was very unnatural. But tomorrow, controller sensitivity will receive a rework, and new options will be added. There's going to be a new sensitivity meter, which will now just go straight up from 1 to 10. We're not going to have that crazy meter which scales all the way into like the decimal points that you can actually adjust. So there's going to be advanced settings where you can micro adjust all of your sensitivity the same way that you can, but it's going to be a lot easier just to adjust it on the fly, and for most players to adjust their sensitivity. So here's a quick look at some of the new screens that we're going to be getting. Like right now, those screens that we have, they're kind of hard to read. These, honestly, in my opinion, they're a lot easier to read, and I like the way that these bars fill up using the full values of the numbers and not all those little digits in between. So now I think it's going to be a lot easier to adjust our settings, and we even have some extra settings applied in there that we didn't have earlier. Now on top of this, in this update, we're going to be getting an entire new playlist, which is going to come with a secret challenge mode. So Combine is going to be like a crazy arena which you can go into and adjust and test all of your new sensitivity settings. So this actually does apply in with the new sensitivity update, and with the lack of aim assist and the L2 spam, you can now go into this arena, and there's going to be leaderboards tied into this arena as well, so you, a friend, and the whole world basically can actually compete to find out who has the fastest time in these weekly challenges. So these challenges will come and go, and tomorrow will mark the very first challenge. So tomorrow I'm probably going to be getting on just to check out the sensitivity update. I'm going to be playing in game, but as well I also want to check out this Combine, because we haven't really been told exactly what this challenge is going to be yet. I'm not exactly sure what exactly it's going to be, but we do know that there's going to be leaderboards and there's going to be tracking, which means that this is going to be a pretty competitive event going on starting tomorrow. So I'm pretty excited to see how that goes. Here's a quick screenshot of the Combine. We have a quick look at 2 new skins, which will also be hitting the item shop sometime soon. But talking more about the aim assist settings, they are actually removing the L2 spam, and with that comes an entirely new system that they're going to be applying into the game. Now, I'm really interested to see how this system works, because if you've ever known, I'm sure you guys have run into this problem before, but anytime that you're shooting at an enemy, and if, let's say you guys are in a house and you're shooting at somebody that's at the stairs, if someone runs in between you and the person you're aiming at, your aim assist can actually get pulled onto the player that is running past. And with this new update that's coming tomorrow, they're actually going to be fixing this. Now, I'm super interested to see how this works, because in any first-person shooter that has aim assist, this is a problem. So if Fortnite has actually found a way to fix this problem with their new aim assist system, then we may actually see other shooters implement a system similar to it in the future, something like in Overwatch. Maybe we'll even see it come to Call of Duty, which is something that I'm pretty interested to see, because this system, by the sounds of it, honestly sounds like a pretty game-changing thing, not just for Fortnite, but for all shooters. So I do want to talk a little bit about how this system is going to work. So they've actually added in a new algorithm into the game where aim assist is not just going to track one player, it's actually going to track multiple players at a time, and it's also going to track objects and things in the environment as well to determine who it is that you're actually aiming at, and just generally improving the efficiency of the system overall. So now if players run in front of you, it'll know that the player is already coming, and it will alter your aim assist not to actually get pulled off. So this is a pretty cool system, and I'm really interested to see how this all goes into place tomorrow. But those are all of the known facts about the update that is coming tomorrow. Now I want to talk to you guys about some of the leaks that I've heard, because there's some new skins and even potentially a new location that will be coming in tomorrow's update. So as you guys probably already know, there's the light beam that has been lit up next to Junk Junction. So there's a small area there that will undergo a change tomorrow because the beam has already lit up. Now we do not know exactly what's going to be in this location. It could be that old wooden town that with a bunch of like half-made castles that was there quite a few seasons ago. Or it could be a new town which has actually leaked. There's a town name called Starry Suburbs, which has been found recently in the game files. So there's a small chance that we may actually see a completely new location pop up called Starry Suburbs. Now personally, I think this is the best thing that they could do, is add an entirely new location there, because the older locations that they've had there and the soccer stadium that they had there way back when, honestly, they didn't really do much for the game, and they weren't really that great of places to land. Don't get me wrong, the World Cup stadium was really awesome, but it was only really cool because the World Cup was around. So I hope they bring in Starry Suburbs tomorrow, but those are pretty much all of the leaks that we have for you guys right now, and unfortunately we don't really know just yet anything else that's coming out until Season 11. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this quick update video talking about the aim assist changes and everything else that's coming in tomorrow morning's update, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.